working for you in high definition. This is Channel 4 News Today. Live with breaking news.
We begin with some urgent traffic news this morning. I-40 West is shut down near Fessler's Lane after a violent overnight crash. Police say the accident involved a driver who was going the wrong way. You can see the car there in the center of the freeway. We'll have much more on this story just ahead, so stay with us. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Channel 4 News Today. I'm Ann McCloy. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday, July 27th, and we will get to all of your top news headlines in just a moment. But first, let's check in with meteorologist Nancy Van Camp. Good morning to you.
Good morning. All in all, we have a nice weekend. Today, a few showers around. Tomorrow is going to be absolutely, positively gorgeous. A few showers. Tomorrow, amazing sunny skies, low humidity. It'll be fabulous.
All right, sounds good. We'll check in with you in just a few for more weather. Thanks,
Okay.
Nancy. It is 6:01, and we have several bad wrecks to tell you about this morning. One of them has shut down part of I-40 near downtown Nashville, and police have the westbound lanes blocked off right now. They've had them shut down since about 3 this morning. Officers tell us that a car heading the wrong way hit 3 other cars, one of them head-on. So far, there is no word on the extent of injuries, but officials say the road could be closed until 7 this morning. A deadly wreck on I-40 tied up traffic for hours near the Tennessee River overnight. A pickup truck and a bus collided near the Highway 69 exit in Benton County. According to a TV station in Jackson, both cars caught fire. At least 2 people were killed. Another driver is in the hospital after an overnight crash in the Priest Lake area. A car flipped over and hit some mailboxes along Anderson Road. Police say the driver was partially ejected. He was responsive as medics rushed him to Vanderbilt. Right now, though, it is not clear what caused that wreck. A Memphis man is facing charges for an alleged threat against President Obama. The suspect is 39-year-old Darren Young, who also goes by the name Darren Fleming. Police say he talked about burning, killing, and murking the president during phone calls with an inmate at Shelby County Jail. Federal prosecutors say the word murk is a street term for murder. A Kentucky murder suspect is behind bars in Springfield this morning. Steven Zapata is accused of killing his wife in Louisville Thursday. Yesterday, police and deputies in Robertson County spotted his car on Highway 41 North and pulled him over. Zapata was arrested without incident. At last check, Kentucky authorities were heading to Springfield to continue their investigation. A Murray County murder suspect has been cleared of all charges. Yesterday, a jury acquitted Jeff Quintana. 3 years ago, his girlfriend was beaten and stabbed to death along Fry Road. According to our partners at the Columbia Daily Herald, Quintana burst into tears when the not guilty verdict was read. Prosecutors told the paper they were disappointed with the outcome. A Christian County Sheriff's deputy is off the job this morning after a rape arrest. Brandon Hawkins is accused of having sex with a woman under the Department of Corrections supervision. He's charged with rape, sodomy, and official misconduct. The sheriff's office has suspended him without pay. 6:04 is our time right now. A Brentwood hiker is still missing along the Appalachian Trail in western Maine. Crews have been searching for Geraldine Largay since Monday. The 66-year-old vanished in a rugged and isolated area. Some 60 people have been combing through the woods in that area where she checked in Monday.
She absolutely would know that when I realized that something was amiss, that I would call in the cavalry.
Largay's husband had been meeting her at predetermined points along the trail with supplies. He feels that with her hiking experience, she'll be found alive. Another plane full of soldiers is set to touch down at Fort Campbell this weekend. Tomorrow, about 350 members of the 1st Brigade Combat Team are scheduled to show up. They've been in Afghanistan for 9 months. And next month, the U.S. Army Sergeant will receive the Medal of Honor. Ty Carter risked his life to save another soldier during an intense battle in Afghanistan. CNN's Jake Tapper with the story. Just an amazing story there. That was Jake Tapper reporting. Carter's award marks the first time in almost 50 years that 2 soldiers who are still living have been given the Medal of Honor. We're going to turn to our weather forecast, and we've got Nancy Van Camp. So, rain today, sun tomorrow. Ooh, looks like I'll be at the pool tomorrow and doing the errands today.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Well, just ahead, protests take a deadly turn in Egypt, and a confrontation with Anthony Weiner, a retired teacher, has a lot to say about his latest sexting scandal. And a live picture right now, this is I-40 West near Fessler's Lane, where a head-on crash has closed the interstate. We'll have much more on this breaking news coming up. Good morning. Welcome back, everybody. 6:13 is your time. And this is a live picture from the Capitol this morning, downtown Nashville. We've seen some light showers around Metro this morning. Kind of a perfect day to grab the coffee, sit down with us for some news. More protesters have been killed during a rally of Mohamed Morsi's supporters. The number is now up to 38, but a doctor at the rally said that number is probably going to go up. The Army's chief called for rallies, and thousands of Morsi opponents took to the streets. So Morsi supporters did the same thing. Morsi is now facing murder charges for a prison break back in 2011, where 14 guards were killed. This is the first news about his legal status since the military took him out of office. We're waiting to hear the judge's decision in the trial of Private First Class Bradley Manning. Closing arguments wrapped up yesterday, and the judge started deliberating last night. She said she would give the public 1 day's notice before she decides on the 21 charges Manning faces. Manning is accused of giving documents on the Iraq War and other issues to WikiLeaks. A defense attorney thinks a decision could be possible by Tuesday or Wednesday. The San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge had to be shut down because of a suspicious device. It happened yesterday afternoon. Authorities were told about the device around lunchtime and decided to close all lanes of traffic. Cars were backed up all the way into the city. No details have been released about the situation, but all lanes opened back up around 3:30. Firefighters have been busy in Pennsylvania overnight. They were battling this massive apartment fire you see there. You can just see those flames ripping through everything. Residents were evacuated around 9. 2 people had to be taken to the hospital, but we don't know what their conditions are right now. No word on what started that fire. New York mayoral candidate Anthony Weiner is not letting up on the campaign trail. He was even confronted by one voter about his sexting scandal. Here's Mary Snow with the details.
For days, Anthony Weiner's been dogged about the latest chapter of his sexting scandal. He's become the target of countless jokes, with the New Yorker magazine among the latest to mock him. But he's showing no signs he'll drop his bid to run for mayor. He took his campaign to an area hard hit by Superstorm Sandy, Staten Island. With cameras following him, a woman who says she isn't a supporter confronted him.
As a former New York City Department of Education employee with 21 years as a teacher and 9 years as an assistant principal, had I conducted myself in the manner in which you conducted yours, my job would have been gone.
In the privacy of your home?
In the privacy of my home.
I respect your view.
And
that exchange comes one day after Sydney Leathers gave a detailed account of the sexually explicit relationship she says she had with Weiner online and by phone a year after Weiner resigned from Congress. She spoke to Inside Edition.
And I said that I thought that someone may want to release stuff on their own, but it is not, I believe, the be-all and end-all of my campaign. I want to talk about how we continue Sandy relief.
As Weiner presses ahead with his campaign to become mayor, the man who currently holds the office weighed in.
Conduct like some of these things we've been reading about is reprehensible, and but whether it should impact your voting, that's up to the voters.
According to the newest NBC poll, Democratic frontrunner Christine Quinn is leading over Weiner 25 to 16%. San Diego's mayor has come forward and apologized as more women are coming forward and saying he sexually harassed them.
I apologize to the citizens and staff members who have supported me over many years. I apologize to the people of San Diego. And most of all, I apologize to the women that I have offended.
Earlier this week, Bob Filner's former communications director sued him for sexual harassment, and all 7 women have come forward with allegations against him. Filner also admitted that what he did was wrong.
Let me be absolutely clear. The behavior I have engaged in over many years is wrong. My failure to respect women and the intimidating contact I engage in at times is inexcusable.
He announced he'll undergo 2 weeks of intense treatment at a behavior counseling clinic and says it's just the beginning of ongoing counseling. Well, we've got some showers. I wasn't expecting that after the nice day yesterday.
Well, sure. We have a front that's approaching that's creating a few showers in advance of it. And then as the front actually goes through later on this afternoon, we could get a little bit more.
All right, thanks, Nancy. If you like to invest your money, you can now invest in Nashville, literally. Nashville is the first city in the country to get its own exchange-traded fund. It's a collection of publicly traded stocks all under one label. The companies included in the ETF range from healthcare to financial companies and even Cracker Barrel. Yeah. Opening day shares on August 1st will be set at $25, and you can follow Nashville on the stock market using the NYSE ticker symbol NASH. Well, how would you feel about replacing dollar bills with dollar coins? Well, that's what coin advocates are pushing for. Here's Allison Kosick with the details. All right, here's a big question for you. Can Hollywood end the streak of big budget blockbusters gone bust? A look at the latest offerings in theaters this weekend.
You're watching WSMV Channel 4.
The latest Marvel film is hitting theaters this weekend, and it is all about Wolverine. Here's Andrew Spencer with a preview of that and other movies opening this weekend. Up next, the latest on that crash blocking traffic on I-40 this morning, plus a plea deal in the Cleveland kidnapping case, what Ariel Castro had to say to the judge.
In high definition, this is Channel 4 News Today. Live with breaking news.
A violent wreck has shut down part of I-40 near downtown Nashville this morning. Police have the westbound lanes blocked off, and they've had them like that since about 3 this morning. Officers tell us that a car heading the wrong way hit 3 other cars, one of them head-on. So far, there is no word on the extent of injuries. We are following this one very closely, but we want to let you know officials say the road could be closed until 7 this morning, and we will bring you any updates on this. Good morning. Welcome to Channel 4 News Today. I'm Ann McCloy, and we have some weather going on, a couple sprinkles through Metro this morning, Nancy.
Yeah, there's some areas where the pavement is wet, but it's all the result of some gentle showers. You know, usually we've been getting heavy downpours with thunder and all of that. That is not the case this morning.
Atlanta takes it 4-1. Minor is having a great year so far. That's a look at morning sports. Have a great day, everyone.
And you have a great day too, Chris. All right, today marks the 60th anniversary of the end of the Korean War, and North Korea has opened a cemetery dedicated to what they call martyrs of the war. Korean War veterans were lined up. Families came to visit. It's essentially North Korea's version of Arlington Cemetery here in the U.S. The White House says 2 additional prisoners in Guantanamo Bay, they're going to be moved to Algeria. And it's all in an effort to close the military prison in Cuba. Officials say the Pentagon is certifying plans to Congress and will consult with lawmakers. The plans are mostly driven because of Obama's revised counterterrorism strategy and having to force feed prisoners who are on hunger strikes. The FDA might not be responsible for inspecting foods that are imported into the U.S. anymore. The agency has proposed new rules that would make American companies like Walmart and Kroger responsible for food coming in from abroad. The companies would have to inspect the food or hire outside auditors to make sure the foreign manufacturers have the same food safety measures. Experts say 8 out of the past 19 food outbreaks have been caused by imported food. A woman in Georgia got a big original recipe surprise while she was on her way home this week. She was on the highway, and Alina Hedrick, she saw a huge KFC bucket sitting in her yard. So she called her kids at home to make sure she wasn't just seeing things. That is a really big bucket. I wasn't expecting it to be that big. Whoa, kind of disappointing that there was no chicken inside the bucket, though. Yeah. Hedrick had no idea where it came from, who it belongs to. She's not mad, though. She says she's looking on the bright side of things. Here.
Too often we need something to laugh about, and so I put it on Facebook and told them that I would bring chicken to the next potluck. Maybe we'll get giant mashed potatoes next to it.
The bucket has already become a popular landmark, and people are pulling over on the side of the road, taking pictures with it. That is so funny. This morning, Callie, one of our producers, we were talking about KFC because it would be awesome to have that much fried chicken in your front yard, but didn't happen for them.
It might take several years to eat it all, but
it might spoil. All right. What's our weather looking like?
You know, today you'll want to keep the umbrella handy. We're going to have some on and off scattered showers, nothing particularly heavy. Tomorrow, leave the umbrella at home and just enjoy the sunshine. Tomorrow you might need the sunglasses.
Thanks, Nancy. When we come back, we're going to take a look at some of the hidden treasures at the Nashville Zoo. You'll want to stick around for this one. We'll be right back.